All right. Ready for this? Oh. Oh. Let's get this intro going then.
Around 2, around 3, around 4, in on net, score!
He cuts in the front.
Awkward play. Big hit by Wall.
Right when they needed a damage. And
No miss again, score!
Ho, ho, ho. Welcome to the PHL Winter Tournament.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another great night for PHL hockey. I'm your commentator, Coochie, and with me I have Chief Keef.
Hey everyone, excited to be here tonight.
All right, tonight we have the Leftovers versus the Eagles. A very exciting matchup. I've seen these two play. I've actually substituted on the Leftovers before. Amazing chem, a great team. Very excited to see what they could do tonight. Chief, any thoughts?
Yeah, for sure. This is going to be an interesting matchup. On paper, again, I think the Eagles are very, very strong. But as we saw the other night, Ore Miners versus Barbecue Chicken, anything can happen. Even teams with stacked rosters, they can go down. And so it's going to be very interesting to see how Leftovers deal with the Eagles tonight.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Now, we have a special treat here today. We are actually able to get an exclusive interview with a member of the Leftovers, Mr. Log himself. Let's see if we can get him in here. Log!
Yo,
Welcome
what's
in.
up?
Glad you
How you
could be
doing,
here
guys? I've
tonight.
never been on this side of the booth, so this is cool.
Oh, well,
Yeah, you're going to be interrogated a little bit here.
oh yeah, I
Oh,
have some
shoot.
hard-hitting questions for you.
All right, let them rip.
All right, so first of all, just how are you feeling about the matchup tonight?
Well, I think everyone watching, if there's people watching tonight, know this is a very lopsided matchup. You could say the betting odds are kind of insane for this one. And everyone on the Leftovers, I speak for the whole team, we know this is going to be a tough one, and maybe the odds aren't great, but we're here, we're going to have fun, we're going to play, and we're going to try and win. So, honestly, it's pretty crazy, like, this Eagles team, like, even exists. I don't know what bird food they had to feed Ren to have him approve this team, but we're here, we're going to play him, so.
All right. And I've e-subbed on your team before, but how would you describe the chem? Because I know that you guys seem like a pretty close-knit group.
We have a lot of, I guess, familiar faces from the D3 team that I captained, as well as some other faces as well that kind of between two D3 teams that all play together at one time because of trades and whatnot, as well as just some really good guys like Flyfire, who isn't here tonight, unfortunately, and Tim Jim. And honestly, the chem has been really good. Like, it's something we've worked on quite a bit. It wasn't great at the beginning, but we've gotten a lot better, and tonight's going to be a big test for us. We'll see what we can do.
Nice. And who on your team would you say is the person to look out for tonight as a goal scorer?
Oh, you said as a goal scorer. Damn. I was going to say Dyson, just for the meme. But we'll go... And Bad Santa was putting up goals today, but we're going to go Tim Jim here. He's back on a wired connection, so the rumor has it. So I would watch out for him.
Completely agree. And one final question. Is there anyone on the other team that would you say is of major concern?
I mean, probably their entire roster, but it's gonna be, I don't know. I mean, we'll see if their D3 players ever hit the ice. Shout out to Jack and the captains there. We'll see what happens. It's probably their whole roster, depending on the swaps they make for game 1 and 2. For us, you'll see a lot of swaps. We're all pretty available, and we have a really fun time just giving everyone a chance to play. So, yeah.
All right.
I have
Well,
one final question for you, Log. Actually,
Yes, sir.
I just have the question. Any like secret to solve Rogue? I play against him in Pugs, and he just stonewalls me every time. Do you guys have a plan going into Rogue tonight?
I've scored a whopping 1 goal against Rogue before. Actually, two, but we'll say just one for now. It's the one I remember. It was a shot down low, and it was a total whiff, and I scored on him. But shout out to him. He's got to be one of the best goalies in the whole game. I mean, nothing but respect to him. Honestly, just change up shots are going to be how you beat him. I've heard deking's good too, but I'm not a deker, so you won't see me doing that. But yeah,
Yeah.
he's super good, so it'll be
You might
fun.
need to bust out some deeks tonight, Log, to beat Rogue because you're going to need it against a very high-powered offense for the Eagles.
I got some hands here and there, guys. You never know. So I got a few tricks on my sleeve.
All right, all right.
all right. Well, thank you for joining us in the booth. Good luck tonight.
I got you, y'all. Appreciate y'all. See it.
Good luck, Log.
Thanks.
What a guy. A very exciting
Yeah,
matchup
Log's a
tonight.
character.
Oh, yeah.
Log cracks me up. He's a blast to be around, man. If you have not met Log, he is just awesome. So,
Oh, yeah.
um,
And he's
it'll,
an amazing technician for the PHL broadcast. Makes everything super simple. Definitely
Yeah.
the person I want to be, leading this sort of operation.
for sure.
All right. It looks like people are starting to join up. Leftovers lagging a little bit behind, but it looks like they actually have Lums in net instead of Rogue
Oh,
warming up. Very interesting development. I see Lums in the practice server all the time. Me and
Yeah.
him have grown pretty close. I've never actually heard his voice, but he seems like a really chill guy. Very excited to see what he could do tonight if they give him the net.
yeah, Lums is fun, man. I remember first seeing Lums on the practice server, and it's always fun seeing him out there because it always cracks me up when he has this kid using. He's controlling the pads and his kid controls his stick. It's just a really funny like thing. You see like Lums dashing to make it saves. You just see his goalie stick in the air. It's just like it's fun. I really like Lums, and he's seriously developed into a really good player. I think borderline D1, dependent on goalies and who's signing up. He's very good.
Oh yeah. And in the other net, I see Big Man. I know Big Man personally. I was on his D3 team in season 1. He's a great guy. Just carried his team to the eventual championship where they won as the Manhattan Commanders. Just absolute lockdown defense, I believe, or goalie. I believe he went D1 last season, at least as a backup. Overall, a great guy. Me and him talk all the time. Just a wonderful person. I wish I could say more about the skaters, but only the goalies really talk to me.
I love Big Man too. I love seeing him in the practice servers. I love having him on my team in Pugs. Just a really sound and complete goalie. I can give some perspective on the skaters, being a skater myself. A couple guys I think that are definitely going to be game changers. I think starting with the captain for the Eagles, we have Jack with 2Ks. Jack with 2Ks consistently being one of the best goal scorers in the PHL. The leftovers are going to have to do a very good job at making sure that they contain his breakaway chances. There are accusations of him being a cherry picker here and there, so they got to just watch out for that a little bit. On the other side as well, Log already mentioned it, Tim Jim. Tim Jim is incredible. He hit this disgusting clip off of me the other day in a pug where he like threw it off the back wall and then like board bounced and hit it in behind his head. It was truly ridiculous. I've never seen anything like that. He was also an HQMer, been around the game for a while. But again, I don't want to discredit the leftovers. I think that even though there's not as much star-studded talent on there, you never know with puck. There are games that sometimes people just aren't clicking and maybe their heads aren't in the right spot and they might just lose. You never know.
Oh yeah, and speaking to Tim Jim, I was on his D2 team last season with the Northeast Nighthawks. He's a great guy to be around. Very positive influence. You could tell he really helped to coach Blake in his play. It's truly inspiring to see someone who just cares so much for the game and so much for the community. Very happy to see that he's able to come so far. And I didn't even know he was an HQMer, but I'm glad to see
Yeah.
he stuck around for so long. Very
Yeah.
excited to see what he does tonight.
Yeah, you don't really see as many HQ members in the public games too because they are all in their own little world over there. So it's fun to see them as well. I'd like to kind of shift the focus away from the leftovers again. We kind of forgot to talk about the Eagles a little more since we're still waiting on some player starts. You just hit tab, Coochie, I mean, this roster just does not look fair. Bagel, Demi, V, Jack, Lums. I mean, pick a guy and try to pick a weak point. I don't even know who your weakest point would be. These guys are all either D1 stars in the case of V or Bagel, and borderline D1 starters in Jack and Demi. It's crazy. I mean, truly, I don't know how this was even allowed, but you know what? More power to them. I think watching puck that's this high quality is very much worth it.
Oh yeah, I mean, you see these people just absolutely destroying pugs, and you just get excited to see their play. Genuinely, just inspiring stuff from them. As like, I mean, I can't even tell you how many times these people have scored on me. I have not seen Bagel around that much, but he is still truly an inspiring person to be around. Just uh, watching him in D1 absolutely cook a lot of the people. Just honestly, it's just impressive. You got to give props to him.
Yeah.
Oop.
Yeah, and let's get moved over to official 4 here, Coochie. They are wanting us to move.
Oh,
So
you
let's
gotta
do
love
that
it.
real quick. Yeah, I believe they're going to official 4. Let me double check. But on the topic of Bagel, something that's very interesting about him, he's not really too like his handles are not like so insane. It's not like a smasher where you just left right and goes around people. He is very very calculated and particular about how he handles the puck. If
Mm-hmm.
you've ever watched his puck montages, he never like goes left and right too much, and he's just very much whatever he does, he's very calculated in what he does.
Oh, definitely. Uh, just so much talent on the ice here tonight. Really excited to see what'll happen.
Yeah, for sure. And we do have a request from Log in the chat to turn on player names.
Ah,
So Coochie,
yes.
you might want to turn
Thank you
those
so
on
much
so
for that
people.
log. I swear I've done this before once. Show player
Let's
names.
see.
There we go. Now we can see who's
There.
who.
Yeah, Coochie's played this game before, guys. Believe me. I know it might not seem like it, but he has played the game.
I'm a goalie.
Yeah, that's your excuse. You're a goalie. That works. All right. Well, it looks like the teams are starting to shuffle in here, so hopefully we can get a vote start here. I feel like we've talked about most of the teams on both sides, so hopefully we can get going in some action.
Yes, one thing that's going to be exciting as a commentator, Buttermilk Jesus. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I don't really know who he is. I know he's supposed to be someone
That's
else.
Tim Jim.
That's Tim Jim.
It's Tim Jim.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm going to be calling him Jesus for the rest of this, just because it's going to be so confusing.
Oh, there you go. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, or Buttermilk, but I don't know which one I like more yet. We'll see.
All right. It looks like teams are getting ready to go here. We're getting confirmation. Any predictions for the first game, Coochie, score-wise?
You know, I think the Eagles are going to come out pretty strong. I think
Good.
I think it'll probably be around, I'll say a 2-1. A 2-1 end in
2-1.
favor of the Eagles. Knowing these goalies, they're not going to give up very much. But I have confidence that a lot of these skaters, they're going to figure out a way to get around them.
All right. Well, I'm giving you a 4-1 prediction before we get going. I think the Eagles are taking it.
All right, and puck drop is now. And the Eagles have it in the neutral zone. Jack 2K tries to get it up ice where Bagel tries to receive it. Bagel doesn't have much options. Going around the boards, bothered away by Bad Santa. Bagel still has it. Trying to skate around in the offensive zone, bothered by Log. But Bagel is still keeping it as he goes into the neutral zone. Tries to pass to Demi, who passes to Rudolph?
It's the.
I see. As V handles it in his own zone, tries to pass out for Jack with 2Ks, has it, shot, A stick on it by Dyson. What a save as Bagel gets across where Log picks up the puck, rims it around the boards, where Bagel picks it up for the Eagles. Passes to Demi in the air. Demi puts it out in front. Nobody's there. Jack gets it. Jack loses the handle as it's sent into the neutral zone where V picks it up. Bagel gets it now in the offensive zone. Searching for his options. Pass back to V. Bothered by Bad Santa. Taken away. Sent high into the air. And then sent back behind Dyson's net where he will play it out for Buttermilk Jesus. Buttermilk sends it high into the air, hitting the ceiling. And tries to pass to Bad Santa, but just a little bit too far for Bad Santa to handle. As the Eagles really not giving the Leftovers much of a chance early in this one. Big Throbber tries to handle it, but Dyson will instead tries to pass it across, but nobody's there. Demi receives it in the neutral zone, sends it in. Big Throbber has it now in his own zone. Pass across. Buttermilk Jesus is there with it. Jack 2K makes it go into the neutral zone, but Log is there, shoots. A save by Looms. What a save. Oh my goodness. As Bagel has it through the neutral zone now. Taken away by Buttermilk Jesus. Buttermilk Jesus going through the neutral zone. Has Bad Santa with him. Bothered by 3 Eagles. Send across. Oh! Just doesn't connect. An amazing chance here by the Leftovers early with 2:30 left in this first period.
Bad Santa wants that one back. That was a tap in, and I think he stopped up just a little bit, expecting that pass to be a bit behind him, but it goes in front of him. Would have been a huge 1-0 lead for the Leftovers.
As the puck is sent into the neutral zone, where Buttermilk Jesus has it, bothered by 3 Eagles yet again. Still has it, but loses it by V. V handles it, brings it to the neutral zone, but quickly brought back into the offensive zone for the Leftover shoot. Saved by Lums! Oh my gosh, Jack 2K gets it and clears it to the neutral zone. Looking over his options, pass to Demi. Demi, just a little bit too far for his stick to handle it. A pass behind the net to Jack with 2K. Shot. Ooh, I think that got a little bit of post there. Very close call by the Eagles as Demi hands it in the offensive zone to Jack with 2Ks. Jack circling, gives it to Bagel. Bagel bothered by 4 Leftovers. Demi has it now. Demi going in. Shot. Save by Dyson. What a save. Oh my gosh, as that almost goes over his shoulder and in, but Dyson gets there just in time.
Dyson's holding the door right now, keeping the Leftovers in this game. The Eagles, with only 2 shots on goal, they've been dangerous shots.
Another shot sent by Jack, barely missing the net, hitting the side instead, as the puck is sent over to Log in his own zone. Log tries to send it over, but nobody's there. Demi gets it in his own zone now. Looking over his options, Bagel handles it. Bagel sends it over to Jack 2K. Sends it over to V. V circling around. Shot. Save by Dyson. Another shot. Another save by Dyson! Oh my gosh, I believe he got a stick on that. Oh my gosh. Dyson standing on his head early in this one with 40 seconds left in this first period of the Eagles versus the Leftovers.
The shots don't really show it, but the Eagles are putting on some crazy pressure right now. Only 3 shots, but again, high danger.
Oh yeah, not giving an inch to the Leftovers, as Leftovers handle it in the offensive zone. Big Throbber tries to handle it. Passes back to Bad Santa, but Demi picks it up instead. Pass up to Bagel in the neutral zone. Bagel tries to pass over to Jack, but Throbber is in the way. Bad Santa has it now. Oh, tries to pass to Jesus, but doesn't quite reach. Pass on front for Bad Santa. Bad Santa shot! A stick on it by the defense. What a play, as that will end your first period.
Very, very, very entertaining first period so far. No goals, but the Eagles have been swarming the zone. The Leftovers, though, they've had a couple of nice looks. Just have to find a way to convert, especially on that back door there to Bad Santa.
Yes, the Leftovers with 1 registered shot on goal, I don't believe gives them enough justice. They had their chances, just wasn't able to capitalize. As the Eagles win this face-off for the second period. Jack handling it. Tries to send it to V. V has it in the offensive zone. V handles. Shot. Saved by Dyson. Getting across to get it, to save it. As Log handles it in his own zone. Log, bothered by Bagel. V picks it up in the neutral zone. V, bothered away by Log, as basically Italian picks it up. Buttermilk Jesus on a breakaway. Buttermilk Jesus handling. Shot save by Lums. Oh my gosh, another close call here in the Leftovers versus Eagles game.
Buttermilk almost had it again. He's getting close. I think he's going to find the back of the net before the end of this game.
Bad Santa passes it over to Buttermilk Jesus. Buttermilk Jesus has it in the offensive zone, but drops it back for Throbber. Throbber sends it around the boards. Oh, a shot on net. Another shot. Oh, goes just wide. Buttermilk Jesus had an opportunity. Couldn't quite capitalize as Bagel brings it through the neutral zone. Has every leftover with him. Passes across to V. V, a high shot and a stick, knocking that down by Dyson. Oh my goodness, as Buttermilk Jesus gives it to Bad Santa in the neutral. A pass over to Big Throbber. Big Throbber tries to get it on net. Jack 2K gets a stick in the way and says no. Buttermilk Jesus around the opponent's net, but Jack takes it away. Jack going through his own zone, then to the neutral, looking over his options. Still has it. Pass over to V, just a little bit too far. He was in the slot and ready for it. As Buttermilk Jesus sends it around the boards, but Jack is there instead. Buttermilk Jesus gets it back. Doesn't have many friends with him. As Buttermilk Jesus, Bad Santa, bothered by Beast the Italian, tries to pass it across. Bad Santa couldn't quite get a stick on it as the puck is sent up to V for the Eagles. V has it now in the offensive zone. V cutting in. V shot. Saved by Dyson. Oh, man. The goalies, especially Dyson, needing to be attentive here in this game of the Leftovers versus the Eagles. As another shot, and Dyson quickly passes that away.
Both goalies did pretty good to start us off, Coochie. Got 5 saves for Dyson and 3 for Lums. Both goalies very, very playing on their heads a little bit here.
Oh, yeah, just not allowing anything. As Bagel gets in the offensive zone, Bagel circling the net, tries to wrap, knocked away by the defense. Basically Italian, who I believe is a sub in this period, has it in his own zone, sends it up for Jack with 2 Ks, who sends it up for V into the offensive zone, where Big Throbber will pick it up for the Leftovers. A little bit of confusion there as Throbber tries to pick it up. Bagel has it in the neutral zone. Looking at his options, passes to V. V mishandles it a little bit, has Jack with him, tries to pass. Dyson gets a stick on it and sends it into the neutral. Buttermilk passing to Bad Santa. Bad Santa has time and space in the offensive zone. Shot! A save by Lums! Oh my gosh, I thought that was in. As Bad Santa sends it in front. Oh, just too far for Buttermilk. Jesus. They're getting all the chances. The Leftovers just not able to capitalize with 1 minute and 15 seconds left in the second period of this very close game. Shots on goal equal 5-5 as Bagel has it in the offensive zone. Oh, Jack trying to get it, but Dyson says no on the tic-tac-toe play.
Almost an own goal there by Big Throbber. He almost put that in the back of his own net, but Dyson saw it and hit it away.
Oh, man. Bad Santa has behind his own net. Passes up to Log. Log sends it into the offensive zone. Buttermilk Jesus ready for it. Buttermilk Jesus handling it. Pass to the slot. No one there and ready for it. Buttermilk Jesus still keeps it in the offensive zone. Tries to pass to Bad Santa. Bad Santa has it. Oh, a stick by Lums. Takes that opportunity away. Jack 2K brings it through the neutral zone. Looking over his options. Knocked away by Big Throbber, though, as Jack sends it back to Beast the Italian. Beast the Italian sends it behind the net where Bagel has it. Bagel sends it to Jack with 2 Ks. Circling. Oh, my gosh, what a save by Dyson, as that, I believe, hit his head and out. As Big Throbber sends it to the neutral zone where V will quickly pick it up, and that will be your second period with a score of 0-0 yet again.
Yeah, another kind of interesting period there. I mean, we kind of went from high-flying action to a little bit more slowed down, but the saves in this period, my goodness, Lums on that stick save was just spectacular to keep this thing scoreless.
Definitely a closer matchup here than most people have anticipated, as the leftovers almost starting on a breakaway. But Bagel gets it in his own zone and sends it up to St. Walls. St. Walls tries to pass to Jack, but no one was there. Demi has it now. Demi's circling in his own zone, looking over his options. Pass up to Jack with 2K. Jack, bothered by Log, tries to send it to Bagel. Bagel, shoot! A save by Dyson, as Bagel gets it again. Bagel, looking over his options, bothered by Bad Santa, and is quickly sent into the neutral zone. Demi has it now, going into the offensive zone. Demi has time and space. Shoot, score! Oh no! He got us. Oh my gosh! I thought that was in the 5-hole. Oh man, I was ready for it. As it's...
I thought that was in too, Coochie. Oh my goodness. I thought that was in as well. How in the world does Dyson save that? He is over there shaking his head in disbelief himself. That is crazy.
Oh my gosh. As the Eagles have it in their own zone. Turnover. Buttermilk Jesus saved by Lums. In close as Bagel gets the rebound. Passes to Demi, who passes back to Bagel. Big Throbber sends it back into the Eagles zone. Jack, with 2Ks, has it now. Pass over to Bagel. Bothered away. Log has it now in his own zone. Log sends it to the neutral. St. Walls tries to get a bit of a breakaway, but Log gets it instead. Pass to the neutral where Bagel will pick it up. Bagel, looking over his options, cutting into the middle. Pass to St. Walls. Shoots, scores! St. Walls on a no-look pass from Bagel. Oh my goodness.
Bagel
What a
just
shot.
walked through 4 of them. There was 4 leftovers on him, and he managed to find Walls creeping in on the back door. How in the world did he find that pass, Coochie? Man, that is crazy.
Truly inspirational stuff with 3 minutes here in this third period. The leftovers now trailing by 1. Bad Santa has it now. Quickly taken away by Demi. Demi going through the neutral zone. Sent over to Jack high. Throbber knocks it away. Bagel contends with Dyson. Dyson out of his net. Demi gets into the offensive zone, but Bad Santa takes it away. Bad Santa tries to pass it across. Log gets there. Recalibrating in his own zone. And sent over to Buttermilk Jesus. Buttermilk Jesus knocked into by Jack. And now Bagel gets it. Has Jack with him. Bagel. Shot. Save by Dyson. As St. Walls has it behind the offensive net. Throbber hands it over to Buttermilk Jesus. Buttermilk Jesus looking over his options. Goes around Jack. Has time and space. Shoot! Oh! Off a body. And couldn't quite hit the net. As the puck is taken by Demi into the neutral zone. Demi has time and space. Demi pass across. Pass! Oh, man! Hitting just right of the net was Demi on a perfect chance. As Log has it for the leftovers now. Sends it into the Eagles zone. Lums passing it around for St. Walls. Lums has it now. Passes up. Big Throbber is there. Big Throbber tries to pass to Bad Santa. Mishandles it as St. Walls is there. St. Walls has time and space. Shots saved by Dyson. Oh my goodness. As even Demi on the other side is saying, what a save that is. Oh my goodness. As St. Walls has it now in his own zone. Goes behind Lum's net. Demi looking over his options. Demi skating up ice. Pass up to Bagel. Bothered by Buttermilk Jesus. Gets around him. Bagel ready with it. Shoots. But a body out in front deflects. As it doesn't hit the net. As Big Throbber has it in his zone. Quickly passes up for Buttermilk Jesus with 30 seconds left. The leftovers desperately need a goal here. As Demi has it now. Pass up to Bagel. Trying to keep it away from the leftovers. Pass up to Jack. Jack has Big Throbber with him. Jack circling. Tries to pass across. No one was in the slot, though. With 10 seconds left, Jack 2K has it again in the leftover zone. With 2 seconds left, Bagel sends it into the neutral, and that will be your first game. Eagles win 1-0.
Very, very boring third period there, Kuchi. Other than the goal that we saw, scoring is up, as you can see. I'm joking, obviously. Great defense from both teams. A 1-0 finish. We both expected a couple more goals here and there, especially with the star-studded roster for the Eagles. And you know what? Coming out of this, if I was leftovers, I would feel pretty good about how I played, especially guys like Dyson, man. He really put on a show, only allowing one goal to a very stacked lineup that is on the Eagles. So they just have to adjust a few things, and I seriously think that this second game could be very different for them.
Oh, yeah. I mean, both sides had their chances, whether it was a misplay with the stick or just an insane goalie read. I mean, what else can you say? These goalies are just showing why they were picked up by these teams. I mean, it is truly beautiful to see these star-studded teams battle it out.
Yep, and if the leftovers want to get back into the series and win, they're going to have to win the next two. It is a best of 3. So they need to find a way to win both games coming up here. A very tall task. And now, Gucci, Rogue is warming up. So their task just got harder. I mean, one of the best goalies in the PHL right here.
Oh, yeah. Rogue started in D3 last season, then working his way up to D1. I mean, he has some elite powers. It is truly inspirational to see. Definitely somebody to look out for in this game.
And he was one of the best goalies in D1 too, for that matter. I believe he was voted best goalie, if I remember correctly, in D1.
He was.
I know he was in D2. So he's a very, very scary force. There are not many guys that I would even consider to be in the same realm as Rogue. I think there's a couple that are in the same kind of stratosphere, but he is one of the few.
Oh, yeah. And it looks like the leftovers are sticking with Dyson here, who did have plenty of good saves last game. Just the people in front of him not able to reach the netting with the puck. Now, another familiar face for me, Dylan, who is on the leftovers. He was also on my D3 team in Season 1 with Big Man.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, I mean, Dylan's a pure goal scorer. He is very much, he'll put some goals away. Not really much of a playmaker, but if you can find the way to get him in space and give him a shot at the net, he can get around guys like Rogue and like the best of the league. His shot is lethal, and I think that kind of is very important for this team right now that just ended up getting shut out last game, even with some good chances. I think having some shots go their way might be helpful.
Oh, yeah, and goal scoring is what they need. Getting shut out last game, that's got to be a little tough on the mental for the leftovers, but getting that goal scorer out there, he should definitely help a lot with that. As it looks like they are subbing out Jack for Keese. An interesting matchup here as they're getting clarification on the rules here, getting ready for game 2 of the leftovers versus the Eagles.
Yeah, I'm curious what the rule is on goalies. I have no idea. The question is if they have to sub Dyson out before he can play a game 3 to hit the game split. Because if they lose, then Dyson won't get into another game. So the idea is they want to play Dyson for these first 2 and then have someone else come in and pretty much play off position for the next game, like Log.
Right. I was going to say, I'm not sure who their backup goalie is. I'm not really seeing one.
I think it's got to be Log. He plays a handful of goalie and pugs.
It's Big Man. Big Man is the other goalie.
Oh.
Big Man is
right.
actually
We
taking
saw
the net
him warming
right now.
up.
Right.
Oh, okay. Well, either way, that's a really great option too. Dyson and Big Man, great tandem there. Both are really good players. So, I mean, you really can't go wrong with either one of them, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah. I would say, putting their best foot forward here in the second game, much like the Eagles, in net. As big man, I've seen him rob some amazing goals as it looks like they're getting ready to start. But just, I mean, the talent here, I know we've said it before, but it is absolutely elite.
Yeah, and it looks like we're going to look at a different Eagles team here, coming out with Keys instead of Bagel. Jack will still be playing, and Demi's coming back in. So no V or Bagel. They're two probably best players on this roster are coming out here.
All right, as this first period gets underway, Demi has it in his own zone, bothered by D-Lan. Looking over his options, tries to send it to St. Walls in the neutral. St. Walls,
Oh, he
pass
might
out
be
for
having
Yodega.
a false alarm. Big Throbber is AFK on that line. So it looks like we are heading back to warm up.
As that is a false start here in this Leftovers versus Eagles matchup, with the Eagles taking game 1-0.
Yeah, Big Throbber's still on the line. He's just standing there. No one's moving him. We're waiting on him. Everyone's waiting on Big Throbber.
A little bit of meditation, I guess, before the game, really visualizing getting that goal that they needed.
Maybe that's it, Coochie. That's a good idea.
It's worth a
That's
shot.
a really good idea. Yeah, maybe I need to start meditating before my league games because, man, I sometimes do not rise to the occasion.
I mean, I know a couple people in D1 who do affirmations and meditations before every game. I know for a fact on the Ladybugs that's a pretty common occurrence.
Oh, interesting. What kind of goes on there, Coochie? You want to explain your tactics, or is it confidential?
Oh, we just describe how awesome our mascot is. Really just trying to figure out, gain the right mental. As it looks like puck drop yet again happening for game 2 of the Leftovers versus the Eagles. Sent in to the Eagles zone. Rogue needing to play it early. Sent into the neutral. Big Throbber picks it up. Big Throbber going through the neutral. Loses it to St. Walls. St. Walls has it in his own zone. Sends it around the boards to Demi. Demi, looking over his options, tries to pass to Keese. A little bit soft. Keese missing it. A miscommunication. Creeper Donut and Buttermilk Jesus not able to figure out who to give the puck to. As Demi has it in the neutral zone now. Tries to pass across. St. Walls almost picks it up. Keese does instead. Keese in the offensive zone. Pass back to St. Walls. St. Walls. Shoot. Save by Big Man. And Big Throbber picks up the rebound. Big Throbber sends it across to Creeper Donut, who I believe is new to this series, making his debut. And behind the net is the puck and quickly sent out. Keese gets it in his own zone. Keese sends it across and into the neutral zone. Tries to get to Yo Dead Guy, but Dylan is there instead. Yo Dead Guy still has it. Sends it back for Demi. Demi, looking over his options, getting in close. Shot saved by Big Man. With 3:30 left in this first period of the Leftovers Eagles Game 2. As Dylan sends it into the offensive zone where Buttermilk Jesus has it. Buttermilk Jesus. A save by Rogue. Oh my goodness. I don't know if that was his stick or his body, but a close call either way. As even Big Man has to give him. That was a good save. Buttermilk Jesus tries to handle it, but loses it to St. Walls. St. Walls tries to handle it. Yo Dead Guy picks it up and sends it back to St. Walls. Knocking it out of the air, getting into the offensive zone. As Big Throbber picks it up. Pass back for Dylan, bothered by Keese on the forecheck. And it's sent up to Buttermilk Jesus. Buttermilk Jesus on a breakaway. Shot saved by Rogue. Almost going 5-hole, but Rogue saying no. As
Tim Jim has been robbed multiple times in both games, Coochie. I mean, I feel like he could have 3 or 4 goals right now, and it would not shock me.
Oh, yeah. I mean, these goalies standing on their heads, as seen in the first game with the 0-1 end result. As Creeper Donut has it in the neutral zone now. Has St. Walls. Shot Ooh, trying to pick Rogue's corner, but just wide as the puck goes behind the net. A bit of a battle between Buttermilk Jesus and St. Walls. Buttermilk picks it up for the leftovers. Tries to pass it to D-Land. Big Throbber sends it back in. A save by Rogue. Oh my goodness, almost friendly fire on that deflection. As Creeper Donut has it. Scores! Creeper Donut picking that corner. Oh my goodness.
I can't believe it. We got a leftover lead. Big goal there from Creeper Donut. Just picks the top left corner over Rogue's shoulder. He thinks he's going to the far side, but he picks that near corner, and he did not miss.
An early lead here for the leftovers in game 2. 3 shots on net, as not much for Rogue to do there. As puck is dropped yet again, 1:30 left in this first period. As Yo Dead Guy has it in the offensive zone. Passes back for Demi. Loses it. Dylan loses it to the Eagles as Yo Dead Guy has St. Walls with him. Shot. Saved by Big Man. A shoulder save a la Flurry. What a save here. As the puck is sent to Demi. Demi, ready, shoots. Oh, another save by Big Man.
What a big time save on Demi there. Are you kidding? That is Demidov in the slot with no one in front of him and calm. Big Man just sticks that away.
With 1 minute left in this first period of the leftovers versus the Eagles. Demi has it in his zone, sends it up to Keese. Keese handling the puck. Has Yo Dead Guy with him. Starts to cut in, but fades back as Throbber gets in the way of the passing lane. Keese tries to pass across.
Oh.
Yo Dead Guy not able to get a stick on it. As it's sent into the neutral zone, where Demi will pick it up with 30 seconds left in this first period. Demi circling. Trying to find an option, going around the net. Quickly knocked away by the leftovers defense. Sent back in by St. Walls. Big Throbber is there and ready for it with 10 seconds left in this first period. Keese passes back for Demi. Keese going to the slot, but the pass not able to get there, as that will be your first period. Leftovers in the lead by 1.
Leftovers finding a big goal here, and it looks like Big Man is out of here. I don't know if he's on time constraints or what's going on, so it looks like Dyson's coming back in. But either way, great period there for the leftovers, exactly what they were looking for. We will see what happens. It looks like the Eagles are sticking with their lineup, and if they have to go to a game 3, we'll see that stacked lineup again.
As Big Throbber has his own zone now, Dyson now in net. Now, even though the leftovers had the lead, the Eagles did have more shots on goal. And so
Interesting.
Dyson does need to still be very aware, as Buttermilk Jesus has it in the offensive zone, tries to pass it, and Demi knocking it away, handling it in the neutral zone. Demi tries to get through the defense. He does, shot, but Dyson gets a stick on it. Oh my goodness. St. Walls will take it behind the offensive zone net. St. Walls tries to wrap, but Dyson says no. St. Walls has it yet again, rushes it a little bit as it's sent around, where Yo Dead Guy picks it up. Yo Dead Guy sends it to the other side, where Buttermilk Jesus has it now. Buttermilk Jesus, looking at his options, sends it through the neutral, tries to get it up to Dylan, but Demi is there instead. Leftovers still have possession of the puck as it's sent into the Eagles zone. Race between Yo Dead Guy and D-Land. As it looks like Yo Dead Guy gets there first. Sends up for Demi. Demi tries to pass it up, but bothered by Creeper Donut. D-Land gets it as the puck is sent into the leftover zone. Dyson has it now, looking at his options. Pass up, trying to get to D-Land. Couldn't quite get it as Demi is there. Demi and D-Land really being noticeable here in this game of the leftovers versus the Eagles. As Dyson clears it into the neutral. D-Land tries to keep possession but loses it. Yo Dead Guy has it in his own zone, where Demi will pick it up from him. Pass through the neutral zone, where Dyson is ready for it. And sends it, but knocked out of the air. As Demi picks up the change, going through the neutral zone. Demi tries to pass across to Keys, not quite able to complete the pass as Buttermilk Jesus clears it up for D-Land. D-Land has Yo Dead Guy with him, and Yo Dead Guy gets the puck in his zone. Demi looking at his options, skating up to the neutral zone, has Buttermilk Jesus in front of him. A shot. Oh my gosh! Dyson, with a funky rebound, makes the save with 2 minutes left in the second period. The Leftovers, 3 shots on goal, but still have the lead. Oh my gosh, another scary bounce in front of Dyson, but doesn't get in the back of the net. Keys has it now. Tries to send it around, but doesn't quite get there as Buttermilk Jesus has it. Buttermilk Jesus trying to handle it, bothered by Keys. Taken away. Creeper Donut picks up the change. Tries to send it up to Buttermilk Jesus.
Oh.
He scores! Oh my gosh. What a pass.
Oh my
And
goodness.
what? Did that go 5-hole?
I think it went above the blocker here. It might have gone 5-hole, but either way, great way to get a one-timer on that. As a right-hander being like that, it's kind of hard to properly turn your body and shoot the puck, but Buttermilk Jesus, he finds a way to do it.
1:30 left in this second period. The Leftovers leading 2-0. Leftovers actually scoring on half of their shots on Rogue. Very interesting development here. As
Interesting.
the puck is sent, Rogue going to play it. Sent up to Demi. Demi skating, looking at his options. Tries to send it up to Keys. Couldn't quite reach. Demi still has it in the offensive zone. Demi shoots just wide of Dyson's net as St. Walls picks up the change. Dyson passing back to Keys. Keys sends it to Yo Dead Guy. Dyson getting in the way of that pass. Big Throbber has it in his own zone. A little over 30 seconds left in this second period. Demi has it now. Looking at his options. Tries to send it up for St. Walls. Buttermilk Jesus gets there instead. Buttermilk Jesus in the neutral zone with St. Walls on his tail as Demi takes away. 15 seconds left. Demi in his own zone. A pass up for Keys, but just a little bit too far, as that will be your second period. The Leftovers in the lead by 2.
Interesting period again. I mean, we get a goal from Tim Jim. I think some of the frustration for the Eagles, though, as I saw St. Walls just slamming his stick on the ice after missing that catch on a pass. And so we'll see if they can hold their composure here. And if not, Coochie, we will have a Game 3 on our hands in a few seconds here.
As the third period starts, Rogue playing the puck early as Demi handles it in his own zone. A pass up for Keys. Keys has St. Walls with him. Keys, time and space, shoots, saved by Dyson. Yo Dead Guy ready with the rebound. As it's sent into the Eagles zone. Rogue looking over his options. Sent up to St. Walls. St. Walls couldn't quite handle it as Keys sends it over to Yo Dead Guy. St. Walls is there instead. St. Walls tries to pass it to the slot, but nobody is there to help him as Keys tries to pass it back for Yo Dead Guy. Demi having it in his own zone now, bothered by Buttermilk Jesus and D-Land. Still in the offensive zone. This forecheck really doing its job here as Buttermilk Jesus wins that 50. Has slot option ready, but sends it over the net instead as Keys sends it over to Demi in their own zone. Yo Dead Guy trying to receive the pass in the offensive zone, but quickly knocked away. Rogue is there, ready to play it in the Leftovers zone. In the Eagles zone, sorry. As Rogue, a bit out of position here, as the leftovers get a grade A chance. Buttermilk Jesus not quite able to get the handle on it. St. Walls going into the neutral zone and into the offensive zone. Pass back for Yo Dead Guy. Yo Dead Guy gets a shot on net, but Dyson quickly getting rid of the puck as it's sent back to Rogue. Rogue playing the puck a lot in this third period. As Keys has it now. Sends it over for Demi. Demi circling around. Looking for passing options. Up for Keys. As the leftovers have really turned on the heat in this second game. I mean, it's noticeable by the score, but still. Wow. Buttermilk Jesus has it now.
Oh.
Knocked away by the Eagles defense.
Oh.
Dylan trying to pass to Creeper Donut. Couldn't quite get there. As it is still in the Eagles zone. Yo Dead Guy trying to handle it. It will finally clear the zone as up for St. Walls, who heals it, but pass to Keys. Keys shoots, scores! Oh my
Huge
goodness.
goal.
An amazing
Huge
goal.
goal. That's a big one for the Eagles, right? Puts them in this game still. I don't know if Wall is trying to pass it there. It looks like he's just trying to re-handle, but if Keys is in the right place at the right time and is just able to get around Dyson.
With 2:15 left in this third period of the Eagles versus the leftovers. Leftovers leading 2-1. As Demi has it in the offensive zone. Keys has it, looking over his options. Pass out to the slot, but nobody's there for it. Demi has it in the neutral zone now. Demi charging into the offensive zone. Demi shoots, scores! Oh, man! A disastrous third period for the leftovers.
You just can't give Demi that room. All the leftovers just retreat and are face the wrong direction. I guarantee you Demi's looking up and saying, "Where is everyone?" Walks it right in and finds the corner.
1:30 left in this tied game. The Eagles getting both of their goals in this third period. As the puck is sent into the Eagles zone, Demi ready for it. Demi skating, really getting some vigor in his step from those two goals happening back to back. Yo Dead Guy tries to handle it in his own zone. Bothered by Creeper Donut. Has time and space though. Dylan trying to get it. Yo Dead Guy taken away by Buttermilk. As Dylan pass up to Creeper Donut, taken away by Demi. Dylan tries to pass it to Creeper Donut. St. Walls is there. Has Yo Dead Guy with him with Big Throbber on defense. St. Walls tries to pass it. Oh! A little bit too far for Yo Dead Guy. As this series could have been put away. A save! Oh, man! What a scary rebound, but Dyson able to clear it. Oh my goodness, 30 seconds left in this game of Leftovers versus Eagles, Game 2. As Keys has it now with 20 seconds left. Pass to Yo Dead Guy. Yo Dead Guy has time and space. Yo Dead Guy tries to pass to St. Walls, but stick of Creeper Donut gets in the way. 10 seconds left. A pass up for Dylan. Dylan mishandling it. With 5 seconds left, Big Throbber has it in the neutral zone. Keys tries to get something, but that will be your third period. We're getting some free hockey in this game.
Who is your overtime winner, Coochie? I'm just thinking, like, who's gonna have it? Who wants to be the hero? It looks like it might be 3-on-3. If the teams are talking it over. It looks like it is. We are having 3-on-3.
Yes.
I think there's gonna be too much space. Give me Demidov for the game-winning goal.
You know, we were talking about him earlier. Unfortunately, he's not on the ice. I would have said Dylan, but I think Buttermilk Jesus has had a lot of chances so far. I think that if someone on the leftovers were to have it, it would be him, as he handles the puck, tries to pass over to Creeper Donut. In this overtime. Shoots! Rogue! Oh my goodness. Gets across and denies Buttermilk Jesus on the doorstep. as Demi handles it now, has Yo Dead Guy with him, but Big Throbber's defense gets in the way and says no. Big Throbber sends it up. A race between Yo Dead Guy and Buttermilk. Yo Dead Guy gets there first. Looking over his options, going behind his own net. A pass up to Demi. Demi skating into the neutral zone. Very calculated play. Bothered by Buttermilk. Demi into the offensive zone. Knocked away by the leftovers defense. Demi able to recover it though. Bothered by Big Throbber. Demi still has it. Oh my goodness. As the leftovers finally get the puck away, but Yo Dead Guy is there and says that's mine. As that's knocked away too. Oh my gosh. Yo Dead Guy with Buttermilk Jesus. Yo Dead Guy, time and space, shoots just over top of the net of Dyson in this overtime of the leftovers versus Eagles game. Demi has it now in his own zone. Pass up. Knocked away by Buttermilk Jesus. Buttermilk Jesus has it now. Sent across to Big Throbber. Big Throbber loses it to Demi as Keese picks up the change. Keese, looking over his options, has Demi with him in his own zone. Bothered by Big Throbber, sent over to Demi, who is bothered by Buttermilk Jesus. Demi loses the puck to Buttermilk. He tries to pass out in front. Creeper Donut shoots! Oh man! An amazing save by Rogue. Another try is Creeper Donut. Oh my gosh. An amazing save from Rogue there. As that could have meant game 3 for this series. Buttermilk Jesus handling it. Rogue getting it away from Creeper Donut, who's on the doorstep. Big Throbber picks up the change in the offensive zone. Yo Dead Guy tries to pass up to Keese, but too far, and Creeper Donut will be there instead in his own zone. Trying to shake Keese. Has Big Throbber with him. Sends up to Buttermilk Jesus. Buttermilk Jesus into the offensive zone. Gets the puck knocked away by the Eagles. As the puck is sent back into the offensive zone for the leftovers. Buttermilk Jesus loses the puck to Demi. Demi skating through the neutral zone. Loses the puck a little bit, but sends it into the leftover zone. Big Throbber has it now. Tries to pass Creeper Donut a little bit too far. Demi is there. Goes into the offensive zone. As it's knocked away by an absolute clinic of defense despite the score. I mean, some amazing defensive plays here in this game. As shoots. Oh! A stick gets in the way of that grade A chance.
It's been a very slow overtime, Coochie. I feel like with 3-on-3, you'd expect the play to maybe open up a little bit. Kind of seen the opposite. Things have gotten closed off for the most part, especially for the Eagles.
With 50 seconds here, Yo Dead Guy handles it. Yo Dead Guy into the neutral. Sends it in. A weird bounce, but Dyson was ready for it with 40 seconds left. Demi has it now. Demi looking over his options. Bothered by Creeper Donut. Sends over to Yo Dead Guy with 30 seconds left in this first overtime. As Keese has it now. Keese tries to get it off, but Dyson is there. Keese has it again, knocked away by Buttermilk Jesus. With 10 seconds left, Yo Dead Guy handles it in his own zone, then quickly sends it up for Keese. Dyson is there instead, as that will be your first overtime. The shots on goal, pretty even between the teams.
Yeah, it looks like the shots on goal are interesting. I mean, Demi has 7 of them alone for the Eagles, so that's a bit crazy. And on the other side, Buttermilk has 5 as well. So 2 players that we both called for the game winners they're having a heyday out there. So hopefully we'll get a finish, as it looks like we go back to 4-on-4, Coochie.
A little bit of confusion on the rules here, as for this week 2, there is no 3-on-3 as Keys has it. Now Keys, shot down low, but Dyson's pad absorbs it and knocks it to the corner. Dylan has it now. Dylan in the neutral zone, taken away by Keys. Keys looking over his options, heading into his own zone. Pass up for Demi. Demi going through the neutral zone. Shot just wide of the net of Dyson as St. Wallace tries to Michigan, but knocked away by the leftovers defense as Buttermilk is there in his own zone. Pass up for Dylan. Keys gets it. Passes over for Demi. Keys and Demi really looking like they have a lot of chemistry here on this Eagles team. As St. Walls has it now. Passed over to Big Throbber. Buttermilk Jesus has it in his own zone. Knocked away by Keys. Keys on the forecheck as Big Throbber picks it up. Big Throbber sends it up for Dylan. Dylan not quite able to handle the pass as Yo Dead Guy picks up the puck. Demi has it now. Demi sends it around the boards for Yo Dead Guy. Creeper Donut gets there instead. Creeper Donut still has the puck. Sent out in front. Oh, man. Buttermilk Jesus having an opportunity of a lifetime to get a Game 3 here with the leftovers and the Eagles. As Buttermilk Jesus still has it in the offensive zone. Tries to pass back as Demi on a breakaway. Might get Dylan with him, but Demi has time and space. Gets around him. Shot. Oh, off the post! Off the post and out. Oh my gosh, as that's as close as you could get. Oh man, trying to put this series away, but not quite able to. Man. Yo Dead Guy now. Into the offensive zone. Knocked away by Buttermilk. Demi picks it up. Demi has time and space. Demi, shot goes wide. As Creeper Donut sends it into the neutral zone. Dylan has a lot of space with him. Looking for options. Tries to pass it. Rowe gets his stick there. Knocks it and says no. As the puck is sent back into Rogue's zone. But quickly sent into the neutral. As Buttermilk is there. Big Throbber picks it up. Bothered by Demi. Big Throbber loses it to Demi. Has Keys with him. Buttermilk Jesus takes it away from him. Oh my goodness. Puck's getting stripped left and right. Wow. As Creeper Donut tries to pass it to Dylan up high. Yo Dead Guy gets there instead. Tries to pass up for Keys on a breakaway. Buttermilk Jesus.
Oh my goodness.
Has the puck. Oh man, a little bit of a mishandling as Dyson goes out to play this one. Puck sent into the leftover zone. Big Throbber picking it up. Looking over his options. Goes around the boards where Buttermilk Jesus will pick it up. Has Keys bothering him. Buttermilk Jesus looking for a pass. Going into the neutral zone. Pass across to Big Throbber. Yo Dead Guy is there as that's a little bit too far. Keys and Yo Dead Guy try to handle the puck, but knocked away by Creeper. Creeper Donut sent over to Big Throbber. As the puck is sent into the Eagles zone. Demi able to pick it up. With less than a minute here in this second overtime of the leftovers versus Eagles game. Demi handling it through the neutral zone. Dylan picks it up after Buttermilk knocks it away. 20 seconds left. Tries to pass to Creeper Donut, but St. Walls is there instead. Bit of frustration here as St. Walls tries to pick up. But knocked away. Buttermilk tries to get a cheeky shot on goal from the blue line. Not quite able. 3 seconds left. Creeper Donut. Oh my goodness, another chance. Not able to handle it. Oh my goodness.
Very back and forth period again. No one wants to make the big mistake not really any too big shots or saves in this period. Just kind of like back and forth, mucking it up in the neutral zone.
Yeah, a lot of defense here. As I don't believe the leftovers had a single shot on goal that period. As Dylan picks it up for the leftovers. Oh, pass to the slot. Shot saved by Rogue. Bad Santa tries to pick up the change, but no. Yo, dead guy knocks it away, sends it up for St. Walls. As there's some early excitement here. St. Walls gets it knocked away by Dylan. Yo, dead guy has it in the offensive zone now. Passes over to Demi. Demi passes it back for Yo Dead Guy. Bad Santa now. Bad Santa has it. Into the offensive zone. Tries to pass it a little bit too far back. As Dylan tries to pass to Bad Santa. It's still in front, but Demi making sure that doesn't turn into an opportunity as he goes into the neutral zone with the puck. Demi sends it into the offensive zone. As St. Walls will pick it up. In behind the net. Taken away by Bad Santa as the goalie clears it. And Rogue, the other goalie, playing some ping pong here. Looking over his options. St. Walls in close. Oh man, a mishandle from St. Walls. You know he wants that one back. As Dylan tries to pass it to Buttermilk. Keese has it now. Keese in his own zone, looking over his options. A pass up. Dylan clears it back into the Eagles zone. Demi leaves it for Rogue. Demi tries to pass it. Or tries to receive the pass. As Yo Dead Guy picks up the puck and sends it into the neutral. Dylan has it now. Sending it into the Eagles zone. Demi knocking it away. Yo Dead Guy has the puck with him. Still maintains control as it's knocked away by Bad Santa. Bad Santa tries to pass to Dylan, and Demi picks it up. As Demi passes up for St. Walls, and it's quickly sent back into the Eagles zone. As time ticks down, a little under 2:30 left in the second overtime. In game 2 of the Eagles versus Leftovers game, the score still tied at 2-2. Keese on a breakaway. Keese shoots another post, and Dyson, oh my gosh, had to turn around to get that out of his crease, but another post for the Eagles. Oh man.
Oh, that is right, Coochie. I am glad that my game got rescheduled because we might be here all night with this one.
Both sides getting opportunities, just not able to capitalize in these two overtimes. As Bad Santa gets the puck, tries to pass it across. St. Walls gets it instead. 1:30 left in this overtime. St. Walls passes to Yo Dead Guy. Buttermilk has it, has time and space. Buttermilk knocked away by Keese. As Demi tries to get a breakaway, but Log knocks it into the Eagles zone. As the puck is knocked right back into the leftover zone. And it's sent right back. So much back and forth here today. As a pass across, Dylan almost getting it from an amazing pass from Buttermilk.
Glad
Bad
Hunter
Santa.
S is not here. He would be hating on the dumping action that's in this third overtime.
Yes, a lot of dump and chase here with 45 seconds left of the second overtime. Series in favor of the Eagles, 1-0, but this game still tied at 2s. As Bad Santa has it with 30 seconds left, loses it, and Dyson sends it into the neutral.
Oh,
Giving
no.
away to Demi. Oh my gosh, Log saving Dyson there. St. Walls shoots! A save by Dyson right in the chest with 15 seconds left in the second overtime. Log has it now. Log sends it up for Buttermilk. Buttermilk tries to handle the pass. with less than 10 seconds left. Bad Santa has now Bad Santa. Tries to handle it, but it's knocked away. So that will be your second overtime of game 2.
Man, give it up for day 54. This is just insane. As we are having more rule deliberation right now about how many people have to play, and what a headache as an admin pause comes in. The players are going to have to sort this out. Kuchi, we are into the 4th overtime.
Yes, I lied
Any
earlier.
idea on
I said I
any
wasn't
idea
playing.
on why we haven't had a goal yet? It feels like
I mean, there's a
This is
few
brutal.
things. One, these goalies have been absolutely electric. I mean, Dyson needing to come up big with 19 shots on goal. I mean, wow. But, I mean, also just a lot of defense. Defense has been very big this game. A lot of stripping the puck, a lot of dumping it into the offensive zone. Just not a lot of chances, or at least not very high danger chances, as they are still deliberating over the rules in
Yeah,
this
they-
game.
I'm a bit confused. I don't know if overtimes count towards the game rule. From my understanding, I guess there's a rule that says 3 overtimes counts as a game, which is interesting. I was not aware of this.
I believe the rule that
I'm
they're
not-
trying to discuss is after so many overtimes, they have to change some players. I believe that's
Right,
a
but
rule.
then they would be at the game requirement, and they wouldn't have anyone to play in game 3.
If only we had a
That's
rule
what the
analyst.
comment is from the Eagles. Yeah, we do need a rule analyst. Maybe we can get Ren in here for a
Yeah,
special
maybe we can.
opinion. Let's see. Let me try to get in contact with Ren as we continue to deliberate about what the rules are.
The Eagles just wanting to play on as they have a lot of momentum here that's just getting killed. Ren is in a pug. Thank you, Dalt. Okay.
Oh, he is. Maybe he could join for a minute while playing this pug.
It's going to start yelling for no
We just
reason.
need a rules analyst. I'm a bit kid. I feel like having our Gene Steratare, kind of how they have in the NFL, might be pretty helpful.
Yeah, I mean, I really hope that this doesn't keep on going.
I fucking
Oh my
hate you, Ren.
gosh.
I fucking hate you.
As
Ren,
Ren shows
language.
up, Ren, welcome to the live. We have had a very interesting game 2 here as the Eagles and Leftovers are about to begin overtime 4. There's deliberations about the 3rd overtime rule and like the games played rule. There's the Eagles, if they play anyone else right now, they will not have anyone to play game 3.
The rule is put in place to assure that people get some ice time, and it would be great if people were to follow it. Essentially, you are not supposed to play 3 periods of overtime in a row. Ideally, that would have meant that teams would think beforehand to try and calculate that out a little bit, try and get some subs in, and make sure that people don't play 3 consecutive periods.
Oh,
But it
no.
appears that was maybe not
Oh, that's unfortunate.
not thought about.
Now, Ren, if they
Very
don't have enough players show up, is that an automatic forfeit?
I mean, pretty much any other rule that I've tried to put in place has been tossed to the wayside, so probably not.
Very
It
interesting.
would have been great, but
Very interesting, Ren. I'm very interested to see what they decide to do here. There's a lot of deliberation. We are in an admin pause right now, so I'm just a bit confused what the players want to do.
so what has happened so far? How many players do the Eagles have?
So the Eagles have, it looks like, what is this, 5?
I mean, I'm getting word from Beastly Italian that they have 10 players.
Oh, well then what are we talking about? What are we doing here?
Well, the first game, they played everyone all 3 periods, and that's the first game played. And then they switched everyone out, and they haven't switched yet. So if their first-line starters would come in right now, that would be their second game played, and everyone on their roster would technically have 2 games played before the 3rd game starts, if this game doesn't end.
Oh, well, I mean, that we'll be case by case basis, depending on what happens during the games, is taken into account. And obviously, if all players are required to play in said game, then No, we'll overlook the maximum games played in this instance, as it is a necessity for these guys to get into the game. Like, that's just, I think that's the best way to go about it.
So
Is
as
what
long
it
as
is.
everyone gets 2 games,
Rules are fake.
everything's cool.
Yeah,
Rules are
I
fake.
mean, yeah, rules are fake, guys. Don't
Rules
even
are
don't
Rules
even
are
pay
fake.
attention to them.
Well,
Got
Ren,
it.
thank you for
Coming
your
from
time.
big.
I
Thank you,
mean,
Ren.
Thank you so much. As we clear up some confusion here. Log saying that
Yeah.
they might see Big Man Skater. That would be awesome. I want to see that so
Oh
badly.
goodness.
Those are liberating.
I'm currently playing a pug right now, and I'm going on a little goalie adventure up the ice.
Oh,
Oh,
you're
are
playing
you?
goalie?
Yeah, I'm playing a pug right now. I'm in that. I just skated up to the red line.
Got
Sorry,
a
we're
red
going
line
back in.
goalie.
Okay. Well, you guys still need me?
No, I think
I
Now-
think
now
we're
that we
good,
got-
Ren. I think we're gonna see how this all goes. See how game 2 ends. Thank you, Ren, for your time.
Yeah, appreciate that, and good clarification on the rules. If it's a necessity to play, then you got to play. I guess the min and max was put in place to ensure that people aren't just like double shifting their pros over and over again and getting everybody the opportunity to play. That is not the case in this instance, so we're gonna go ahead and accept the fact that people are going to have to play over their allotted, and that's fine. And also, I'd like to apologize for Katie swearing on the broadcast.
Might have some
'Cause that-
repercussions there for Katie.
Yeah, that's Katie's fault.
Yep.
Anyways,
All right, thanks a bunch, Ren.
yeah, take it easy.
Now I'm getting kind of
Very
scared here.
interesting.
I'm not gonna lie, because I know for a fact there was a game last season that went into like 10 OTs, and I do not want that. I believe they started talking about
Yeah.
cheese on the broadcast because they ran out of talking points so much. I mean, I don't want that. I'm already starting to lose my voice. I was already wondering about a game 3, but it looks like we're starting. Okay, here we go. Overtime number 4.
Here
D-Land
we go.
tries to get an early shot on goal, but it goes above Rogue's net.
And Dyson is gone. He's disappearing.
As leftovers, an interesting strategy with no goalie. V handling it. Dyson
He's
back
waiting
in
for
net.
Dyson.
Oh my gosh.
What a stand-up play by V. He could have ended the game, but was waiting for Dyson to get back in the game.
As a lot of frustration here from the players. Dyson, Jack, just a lot of high tempers here as they are ready to end the series. As Bad Santa
There.
has it behind his net. Sent up through the neutral zone. Pass up for Log, but Beast the Italian gets there instead. Pass around to Jack with 2 Ks. Jack subbing back in, I believe. V also here, along with Bagel. A practical, I believe this is a full line change from the Eagles.
They're trying to end this one, Coochie.
As Bagel handles it, but Rogue clears it into the neutral zone. V tries to handle the pass. Bagel there instead. Bagel, time and space. Tries to pass across, but the defense getting in the way. As Bagel has it yet again, sends it around the boards. Jack 2K is there. Jack, looking at his options, tries to wrap. Couldn't quite get it off. As Log has it, sends it through the neutral zone, where Jack with 2Ks will intercept a pass. Pass out for Bagel, but just a bit too far, as Dyson plays it around the boards for D-Land. Log has it now. Into the neutral zone. Bothered by Bagel. Bagel takes it, but Log still maintaining possession. As Jack with 2Ks picks it up. Jack sends it up for Bagel. V getting the puck in the corner of the offensive zone. Pass out for Bagel. Oh man, Log knocking that away. As Dylan picks it up in his own zone. Dylan tries to pass it up for Beast the Italian. Beast the Italian on a breakaway. Never mind, that's the wrong team. Um, Bad Santa tries to shoot it. Rogue makes the save. Uh, sorry. V has it now.
Shout out to Ponce Puck in the chat asking, why is this game still being played? We are asking the same thing here at PHL Production. How is this game not over yet?
As Dyson sends it into the neutral, V picks it up. V slicing through all the skaters. Time and space. Shot scores! V ending the series. Oh my gosh.
He just took that into his own hands and decided, we're done. As there is some anger from Dyson. This game is over. And thank goodness, I thought we were going to be here all night, Coochie. I'm going to be honest.
I'm glad I didn't lose my voice from this one.
it's-
I'm very happy.
Yeah, we are getting some very angry chats right now from the two teams. But what a fun series that was.
Oh yeah, I mean it was a close one. Both of the games being decided by a single goal. I mean, the end of the series doesn't really tell the full story, as the Leftovers really put up a really good fight.
I agree, especially as an underdog coming within one in the final game. Just a third period collapse away from being in a 1-1 series. And multiple chances in overtime, but V, just too good, eventually ends it.
Yeah, I mean, what a game. Let me see if I could get anyone to interview.
That'd be a fun one. Let's see if we can get anyone in here to get a post-game breakdown for us. Kind of another thing that I've just noticed in the overtime there was I felt like teams are going for the breakaway more often than not. And I felt like the short passes were working for both teams in these like slow opportunities. But it was a fun series, and I'm very happy with both teams. I think they both played well. As the Eagles will move on.
As it looks like we're going to get an interview with Jack here, who played
Very interesting.
for the Eagles in that very close series that wasn't actually close, as Leftovers are swept, and that'll be the end of it.
Man, it was a swept series, but it took 3 games and a period long.
Oh yeah, I mean these overtimes they were getting a little bit insane. I mean, oh, as it looks like Jack joins us here in the broadcast booth. Jack, welcome in.
Thank you, thank you.
Now, Jack, I just want to say, impressive game tonight. Very inspirational from the Eagles. What would you say was your key to success in this series?
I mean, our depth, right? Like, we go our starters game one, and then my goal for the series was to rotate one person out per period. So I think we did Beastly in for the second period after doing our starters in the first, and then we did, I believe it was Walls in the third period.
Mm-hmm.
I felt kind of okay with the potential of just burning game two, because that meant that since the Leftovers were on their heels, they would have to put their starters in for game two and wouldn't have really anybody to play in game three, and we could put our starters back in. So I think our main key to success was our depth and how far Keys and Beastly and Dead Guy were able to take us in game two.
Yeah.
How in the second period, Jack, did you guys get back from that 2-0 down deficit? What was the message? Because I thought that game was well over. There was 2:30 left on the clock, and it was just a third period collapse. The Leftovers and some great plays by the Eagles there. What was the message once it was 2-0?
I'm not going to lie, there really wasn't any message. We try not to take the game too seriously, and I think the main thing there was we really never lost belief that we could win. We just kind of kept playing the game exactly how we needed to. We didn't really talk much about being down, because there wasn't really any downside to losing game two, because I was confident in our ability to win game three if needed. But yeah, we never gave up hope, and I knew that the people on the ice could get it done.
Now, Jack, this was a very impressive defensive clinic with that second game going into 4 overtimes, but I mean, less than 20 shots on goal per side. Just what are your thoughts on the defense and how well they've been? Just especially Demi. I mean, I've noticed him multiple times throughout the game. Just any thoughts on their performance tonight?
Yeah, I think our defense is probably the strongest part of our game. I mean, 2 of our pro players played defense at some point in their pro career, and 2 of our um, contender players play defense. So you pretty much have a full lineup of defense right there in your top 5, and I'm very comfortable with our rotations and covering for each other and that kind of stuff. And then you get into the subs, and having a guy like Walls as a sub is super beneficial to our team because of how skilled he is. He can be that guy when you need him to, and he absolutely was tonight.
All right, Jack. Unless Chief has any more questions, I believe that will do it for us.
I'm good to go over here, Coochie. Congrats on the series win, Jack.
Yeah, thanks for the broadcast, guys.
All right, and that will conclude the series of the Leftovers versus St. Louis Eagles. The Eagles sweeping the Leftovers into extremely close games. As that'll be that. I am Coochie, and with me was Chief Keef. I hope you guys enjoyed, and yeah, I'll see you guys later.